All right, what do you guys say we get this party started? We got some zoo building fun to do here. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Lost Isle Zoo. If I sound a little groggy, it's because I actually just woke up not too long ago. The kids are quiet. They're distracted. They're watching movies and stuff like that this morning. So there's a nice quiet house. So it's really nice. It was really nice, actually. So just woke up, got a little bit of sleep, actually. Weird. I don't know why. This is a weird feeling. Is this what normal people feel like? Hey, Sakana, welcome. You're the first to show. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yes, please do. Listen to Sakana. She is a smart person. All right, so we got to do some building here. Like a lot, okay? Like a lot of building. Way more. Yeah, morning boys. I know, groggy. we gotta do a lot of building now. Of course, there's gonna be some trees, but I kind of want to deviate away from the trees on this stream just a little bit because you know, Cinnamon can only take so much tree building. So if he is even watching. Now, we've been spending a lot of time on the east side here, and we're going to go back to it here because this is the only unfinished part of the zoo, really. I mean, an undeveloped part of the zoo. It's still the actual, whoa, I thought there was going to be land there. There was not. The only undeveloped part of the zoo is over here. This is still the volcanic biome over here, just regular stuff. Just regular generated stuff. So, Viper Wing, hello, welcome, good morning. You are the second to show. You guys are just trickling in. I'll hop on a few. I also have a lot more to do. Yes, definitely. Yes, this is a multiplayer server, so this is the ZAWA Together server. It's available to any one of my highest tiered patrons. So I can come in and play on this thing and build their zoos. And we have had quite a few people build quite a few amazing things here. I got like a neighbor over here. This is Happy Tiger, I believe. He hasn't played in a while, though, unfortunately. A lot of people have started and kind of trickled out. We got Corey over here, who I still have faith will come back and finish his zoo. He's my other neighbor up here. I think we have Witherose up here. He's building a little underground thing on that island, right next to my graveyard. This is Sakana's down here. Speaking of which, there she is. Hello. Let's give her a solid wave right there. Yeah, and then we got like the spawn town and everything. We got the shopping district. I should actually go pay the shopping district a quick look just to see if anybody bought anything. It's been a little bit, it's been a little bit since I've been there. I don't exactly sell the most requested things on the server or anything like that, so I don't expect there to be like many sales there. I think that my biggest seller is slime balls and the uniform, the ZAWA uniform. So, but I'm gonna go take a peek just because it's been a while since I've checked. Make sure everything's restocked, and then we'll get to doing some building today. Oh, I actually have no idea where this turkey came from. That's just sitting in this. That showed up months ago, and I just kind of left it there. GReimer, I just beat the first planet in PlanetCraft. Nice. I'll be moving to Planet Humboldt. Awesome. It's a good planet. Just want to make sure you knew how awesome you are for your content. Oh, nice. Yes, thank you. Yeah, PlanetCrafter is a tremendously fun game. Tremendously fun game. So, in fact, Wednesday next week, there is going to be the song dropping. So for those of you who contributed lyrics and stuff like that to the song, Wednesday is the day that it actually hits the channel. The music video hits the channel. So yes, the Royal Bear Den, hello and welcome. It's been so long. I gotta get an Ethernet cable for the PC to check out everything I've missed lately. Oh dang. Turkey's just chilling, exactly. This is the actual hallway to get to the zoo, to get to the Lost Isle Zoo, just in case you're wondering. Like, I actually have a proper place here in the nether, connecting to the nether hub. So this is how you get there, but I blame Cinnamon for the turkey and for no good reason. You're probably right. I'd actually say that that's actually very likely. Alright. Hello, piglins. Hello. Yeah, this is it, right? The shopping district. Yeah, looks kind of evil, but it looks cool. I'm addicted to it. Yeah, PlanetCraft. Yeah, it's ridiculously good. The song that's coming out on Wednesday is basically a song dedicated to the entire series that I've done, all 6 seasons. So, oh, that's this way. the giant turkey getting crushed by a slime. That's my shot. So, welcome to Turkey Balls. We got turkey eggs, zookeeper uniforms, balls. The reason why we got zookeeper uniforms, that doesn't make any sense, is because this is the dressing for the turkey. Okay, we haven't sold any more. I still have more in storage too, so if we do start selling a whole bunch, whatever. My love of elephants is something sometimes gets out of control. Nicholas, welcome. Yes, I can swing by the elephants when I get back to the zoo. So, oh yeah, I stopped selling turkey balls, and it's 1 diamond per stack of slime ball blocks. So, yeah, no sales though. That's okay. I didn't, like I said, I don't sell many things in my shop. It's more just for fun. I want to make a giant turkey getting crushed by a slime. And the fact that when you go inside, you're in its insides, like its rib cages. Thought it was a very creative build. I guess we could pay a little visit over here to Uncle Dave's Wildlife Refuge, and named after my late Uncle Dave. So once he passed, I named this after him because he actually worked at an animal hospital for many years. So I figured it made sense. Let's make sure there's no creepers or anything in here. I don't think there are. No. Okay, there's a horse. Alright, so what do we got in here? We got insects. Nothing in insects. Reptiles. Oh, we got one thing. Bullfrog. I think all my bullfrogs disappeared. I might actually give this guy a home. Might actually give that guy a home. Aquatic. Guardian. So, oh, nice. Someone put an Elder Guardian in there. That's awesome. I don't really know if I want to put one of those in the zoo. But that'd be fun. Tetra, Discus, I think I have those already. I think I put all these in there. Look at a jellyfish. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all my bullfrogs despawn, so maybe I'll hold on to that one and give it a home. Or put it in my exhibit later. Tibetan antelope. Brown rat. Red kangaroo, dinnerbone. Oh, I think I put these ones. Yeah, these are dinnerbone drafts from the island when someone showed up and named my drafts dinnerbone and flipped them all upside down. These are birds. There's a stick. I'll give this stick a good home. Alright, so yeah, this is Uncle Dave's Wildlife Refuge. You can basically just show up and just take the animals if you want to give them a good home. You can put animals in there if you have some extra. What is this nice little place going on? Hold on, wait, I failed miserably at jumping there. What is this nice little Zen garden going on here? I think that's exactly what this is, a Zen garden. So with some rotten flesh here. Bloop. It's like throwing coins into a pond. This is new, actually. I don't know who built this. This looks great. Yeah, I like that a lot. Holy cow. And it looks like, ooh, this looks like something new too. Hold on, I haven't been over here. What is this? What are you? 1 diamond per half a stack. There's nothing on the sign. Oh, okay. Hold on, I might actually be able to buy some of this stuff. Specifically the cattails. How am I doing on cattails anyway? Oh no, I got almost a stack right now. I'm good for right now, but I might be back. Payments, okay. Sweet. I don't know whose shop this is. Oh, hold on, it might tell me right there, but I'm following in water silk. Bear claw, nice, awesome. Yes, I will be paying this a visit later. If I run out of cattails, I will definitely be paying him a visit to buy some more. See if I can't get up and see what's all up here. Yeah, those are 2 new shops. Just doing a little. Oh, that might be new. That might be new right there. This is a new little pond right here too. I don't know who built this, but this looks great. I love this. Yeah, I love this. A nice little pond to sit by. Really snazzy. Yeah, there's so many cool shops and stuff that have popped up in the shopping district over the years, literally, of this server. This looks crazy good. I don't remember this shop being here at all. Wait, hold on. Isn't this, is this Baloo's? I thought, well, maybe I'm wrong, but I thought Blue was making like stained glass windows at one point in time. Okay, but what do we got here? We got capture cages, nice. We got orange sand. Whew, I don't even know if I've seen that yet. That is interesting. Orange sand. Well, 1 diamond per 3 stacks. You know, I might actually pick up some of that just in case I want to use that somewhere. Oh, it's right here. 1 diamond per 3 stacks. I'll pick up 2 stacks of it, or 6 stacks of it then. Right? 1 diamond per 3 stacks. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hold on. Is the payment thing up front? No, it's not. Okay. Yeah. See, first time I even touched orange sand. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Buy them. Yeah, I'll definitely buy some of that. That's crazy. Gold? He's just straight up selling gold? That's awesome. I say he, but I don't actually remember if this is blues or not. What's in here? Huh? Snooping. I'm snooping. Okay, so we got iron. I'm good on iron. Coal. I'm good on coal, too. Actually, I'm good on basically all the regular resources. But it's nice to know that there's a place you can buy it. Oh, peat! That's a good one. Might pick up some of that, because peat is actually a really nice block for decorating, too. Podzol, that's always much appreciated. Of course, I go through a lot of that. Sand, grass. I might buy them out of grass. How much is it? 1 diamond for 3 stacks, I might buy all of that. Meadow grass. Oh, that's interesting. Meadow dirt. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know who built this, but it looks fantastic. Let me see if there's a name on the front of the store or something like that. But yeah, that looks incredibly good. Yeah, well, that looks really good. I guess for right now I'll just put it in like one of my dump chests here, like the glass chest or something like that. But I think I'm going to buy all their dirt, or all their grass. I could always use grass. Yeah, how many stacks do they got in here? I'm going to drain my bank account doing this. Got a bunch of diamonds. Wrong one. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They don't exactly have a full stack for the next one. So 8, so we'll do 9. We'll put 9 diamonds in here. We'll put a block. Actually, no, it looks better when it's all spread out. So, alright, let's just empty out this chest. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go, 9 diamonds. Because I am definitely going to use it, so. Oh, there's some more. Don't worry, I'll find room for this stuff. There. Alright, we're restocked on some grass. I'll probably be using it later today. Alright, so what do we got over here? What is this? Alright, this is the Lucky Bag shop. This is Canna's shop, actually. I have bought a Lucky Bag here before. 1 diamond per bag. Oh my gosh. 1 diamond block per bag. Okay. Oh boy. That could be good. You know what? I might actually snag something while I'm here. Might snag a Lucky Bag. Who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky with it. Oh, I don't really have... I'm actually running out of diamonds, of all things. Oh, there's the ender chest right next to me. I was just blind. Alright. Which one should I pick, people? Oh, that's my Zen... Oh, Zakana, that's your Zen garden. It looks great. Which one should I buy? I'll leave that up to chat. Which Lucky Bag should I buy? That we got the cow, we got the pumpkin, we got the melon, the sheep, chicken, hay bale, redstone, wolf, pig, or ocelot. And you guys better pick good, because I don't want to get some horrible Lucky Bag here. This is entirely your fault if it's bad, but it's entirely my fault if it's good. Either way, we get a free backpack out of this. I mean, I have a whole bunch of them, but we get a free backpack out of this. Except I think these are... Oh, no, these are all leather. Okay, they're leather. Wolf? Okay, we're going with wolf. My vote's melon? Oh, boy. Elephants. We don't have elephants, Nicholas. Not here. Alright, wolf was the first one to come through, so we'll go with that one. Alright, so what is it? What do we get? We got a muscle box. We got a capture cage and a capture net. We got a hort leather. Hey, we got a new gun. We got some shears, saddle. We got another gun, a net launcher, and some herbivore kibble. All right, there we go. We got some nice little stuff. I like the fact that we got a new gun because if I'm not mistaken, well, mine's doing all right as far as durability, but it's fun to have two because then you can look like Rambo. Hey, speaking of cinnamon, welcome cinnamon. GReimer smells. Thank you for the I do smell. My nose is unplugged-ish today, so this looks like a fast food restaurant. Actually, that's probably what it is, except for to restock. Oh, these are upgrades. More merch coming soon. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. I get it. Oh look at that. There's a beacon right there. Christmas banners. Oh nice. There's actually banners you can buy too. That's really cool. Hold on. Is it getting nighttime? How do I get out of here? It is getting nighttime. But yeah. Okay. Bits and bobs. Is that what it's called? Okay. That's interesting. Like the elf on a shelf. That's sitting up there too. Free food with purchase. 1 iron block per stack of grass. I'll be back. Actually, hold on. I might have that on me. Actually, what am I talking about? I literally have it on me. It's right here. Yeah, I'll buy all that grass up. Like I said, grass is super valuable for me because of all the stuff I got to do, covering places. Do I have room for all this? That was the thing. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Okay. Hold on. I'll bring that back with the diamond with the iron in it. I just don't have room to transport it at the moment. Snag the backpack. I'll bring that right back. Hello, piglins. Ow! Maddie put these anti-gas spawning things in here, and I run into them frequently. Alright. Okay. And boop. Dump all this out here. Come on. Put it in. Go. There we go. Put that all in there. We're just basically dumping all the grass in here. This is a great restock, actually. Hitting up the shopping district was a fantastic idea. Oh, let's face this way, and then I can do my little trick here where boop, boop, drop all of it out here. Top that off. There we go. Now we're actually like fully restocked, almost fully restocked on grass. That's incredible. All right, what was it? Is an iron block per grass. There you go. All right, let's go return the backpack. Because it's only proper, you know. Ow. Hi, piglins. Wait, wasn't there 3 of you? Alright, spent quite a bit of extra cash. I love that elf on a shelf. That's a great little build there. Whoops. I had a leg spike and shot a rocket off right into the elf's butt right there, so. Yeah, 1 iron block per stack. Well, there you go. Awesome. Bits and bobs. I like that. I like it a lot. I know a place where you can probably get ender pearls, but these things I think are going to sell like hotcakes too. These backpack upgrades. Oh, I failed miserably. There we go. Alright, yeah, the shopping district is looking good. Looks like you got a place to get a cup of coffee here. Welcome to What the Book. All books, 1 diamond each. Looks like there's a zombie somewhere here, too. Maybe that's on accident. Silk Touch is out of stock. Feather Falling is out of stock. Unbreaking 3 is out of stock. Infinity is out of stock. Efficiency is out of stock. Fortune 3 is out of stock. Whoever owns What the Book, you're out of stock. Mending is out of stock. Aqua Affinity is out of stock. I mean, it looks like you're making some good business, but you're out of stock. Luckily, I don't think... I know of another place to buy books around here. That's Maddie's traveling caravan here. Bright ideas. Oh yeah, this is lighting stuff. So there's lanterns. Stack of lanterns for a diamond. That's pretty good. Glow blocks. I love these different color glow cane blocks. And rods. Ooh, yes, those are actually really good too. This is a good place to go buy your lighting is here. And then, of course, she has a little book wagon too. So Fortune. Oh yeah, she's stocked up. Unbreaking 3. Oh, she's out of Unbreaking 3. Maddie, you're out of Unbreaking 3. Mending. She got some mending. Efficiency 5. Silk Touch is still stocked. I don't think these are anything right now. Oh, that's just a box of meat. So yeah, she's still stocked up for some of the real big heavy hitters: the Fortune, Mending, and Silk Touch, and Efficiency. Efficiency is 2 diamonds per book. Pay attention to that because I think I screwed that up last time I was here. She got on me. And then my neighbor here didn't actually finish his. I think this was supposed to be gunpowder, but never finished the build. It's a sad day. I'm pretty sure he's completely out too. Yep. Yep. And this is another shop that I spend a lot of money on, Finney's Flower Pot Shop. Because if I ever want to buy additional flowers or something like that, I come here and pick them up. But alright, I think that's enough shopping. I spend a ton of money. I was inspired to build some elf on a shelf on various SMP servers. Nice. All the way, the build looks great. I gotta make some more rockets when I get back. Alright, now that we've drained our bank account and we've purchased a bunch of dirt mainly, that's what I was there to buy. We can get to building now. We could actually put some of that dirt to use right away today too. Because I do have to build more on the western side, and some of that is the bullfrog. Yeah, I don't really want to put the bullfrog back in his exhibit right now because if he does have a problem with despawning, I want to do that right before we like shut down the server, and then do a world save type thing, you know, so that we can. It's there for whenever people do download the world. I'll throw it in here for right now, right next to the squirrels. I have a couple extra squirrels in there. Now, there was a spot that I have where I could build. Oh, I need to build more rockets. But there was a spot where we had I had set aside next to the park that we built last week for building a small exhibit, and I wouldn't mind actually like doing that, maybe even on the stream. But I don't know what animal to throw in there. You think a Ravager would fit in there? Should we put Mr. Tickles in this tiny little exhibit right next to the park where you're supposed to be relaxing? Now, episode 100 is actually coming up here, so that's kind of a big deal, because that's a lot of ZAWA. Holy cow, you know, that's a lot of episodes. This is gonna be a massive supercut when this comes out all as one. But I'm thinking of doing the African lion exhibit for that 100th episode. That's like my last real big animal that I have. And I don't really have a whole lot of room. Oh, come on! I don't really have a lot of space to build it over there anymore. So it's possible that might be it. I might do the African lion exhibit. Do we have any coal on me? Yep. Let's take that stick that we picked up from the Uncle Dave's Wildlife Refuge. I'll make some torches out of them. In fact, I could use some more torches, so I can grab some of those while we're here for lighting up underneath areas. And then I'm going to grab a buttload of grass here. Oh, hold on. I still have this orange sand. Yeah, gotta put that someplace. Sand chest was like somewhere around here. Yeah, right there. That's limestone. That's not. Look at that sand imposter. Limestone. Yeah, I'm kind of overflowing with limestone at the moment. Yeah, I can't. You know, we got enough limestone to last a little while. So what we're gonna do is just kind of go, hey, pumpkins, you want to see some limestone? There you go. All right, so now I got this wolf backpack too. I'm going to take this and just set it right here. Oh, right here. There we go. All right, and now I got to get more. Where's my? Let's see this one down here. Put those in there. I'm trying to get some organization here so I can hold as much grass as possible. We're going to put down some grass today, like a lot of grass. What am I trying to find here? Oh, ender pearl tubers. Need some balls. Need some more balls. All right, let's load up on grass now. We dumped it all in here. Okay, there we go. Got some grass. Let's go put down some grass. Oh, it's sunset too, so the creepers be creeping here pretty soon. For Special 100, you can do a full tour of your zoo and maybe some of the bigger ones by others. But yeah, I actually thought of that. There's only one snake. There's only one snake. I mean, doing a tour of my zoo, I could do that, sure. But I'm going to do that at the end of the season, of which we're actually getting really close to, you know. So I didn't want to like do it now and then just have another tour shortly after. But the other problem is the zoo tour of other zoos in the area. I think cicanas could work, and ore skulls would work, but everyone else's is kind of incomplete, and not even incomplete, but like they don't have much built there. They started, they had a really good like process going, and it looked good, and then people have usually trickled off because doing mega builds is not easy. Like, doing builds like this is not an easy thing to do. This is literally years of work. Some people sometimes get distracted, and new games come out, and they get pulled away to other things. So, as a result, a lot of zoos are unfinished out there, or don't even have much progress on it. So, like, I can show you guys my neighbor. I can show you Happy Tiger's over there. I mean, what he's got built looks great, but I mean, it's not much. Like, that's the problem. I did think about doing that though, doing a world tour for the episode 100. But again, like I said, the problem is that a lot of places aren't even remotely close to finish or don't have much progress on them. I think Mega Grand Zoo has a lot too, but unfortunately, Mega Grand has officially retired from this. Like officially, she is locked in on Vintage Story, and that's it. Like that's her game of choice from here on out on her channel. She's not doing any more Minecraft or nothing. Yeah, she's not coming back, people. She's not coming back. She was doing so good on her zoo too. So he's got a sweet capybara exhibit over here, and an awesome little welcome center area here. And that's it. Then he was doing so good. I like this like terrain right here. Looks really good. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe he's just looking at block palette. But yeah, and then there's somebody built whatever that is right there. But yeah, that's all he's got right here. He's got this whole island here to build some crazy cool zoo, and he's got a piece of dirt or something in the tree, or gravel in the tree, possibly an Enderman. And then probably the most shaking my head disappointment I've had actually is obviously Cinnamon going and studying and becoming smarter at university instead of playing Minecraft. I'm just kidding, Cinnamon. Yeah, so Cinnamon had to go to college or university, so he was unable to keep going because the internet connection is there, but he's still here in spirit. Maybe one day once he flunks out, he'll be able to he'll be able to come join us again. I'm just kidding. Cinnamon, do good. Keep focusing on your studies. But yeah, there's just not This is not. There's a lot of really kind of partially built stuff that looks incredible, but there's nothing that's. I mean, we're talking years of the zoo being up and running, or this server being up and running. I was hoping to have a couple more zoos finished. I think Skulls is the only one that is finished, and I have toured that one before, on stream at least. So I'm off to be a real zookeeper. Boo! Minecraft only. Boo! No, I'm just kidding. I do have zookeepers on this world too. They're trapped in capture cages right now. Whoops. Now this is just the initial barrage of grass, so I'm not really worrying about the detailing on the sides and stuff like that. I'm just getting some grass put down because it's important for all the tree building that we need to do. Cinnamon is here. I should probably actually switch it up and start building trees immediately because I know he probably needs his fix. Oh, and also snacks for today. It's only a matter of time until he flunks. Exactly. Yeah, that's where my solid, firm belief is. Actually, no, animals are definitely Cinnamon's passion, so I have faith that he will do well. No. Actually, I could go replant some pine trees in a certain area. I know there's an area that he could probably use some extra pine trees in. I'll just do it like that. Like I said, I'm not worrying about. Normally I have the dirt go too deep on all around the entire island. I'm not worrying about that quite yet. I'm just getting some grass put down. Getting the grass put down. Now this area right over here, especially this area right here, looks like a perfect spot to put some more ruins. You can make it look like all abandon the legends of the spice. You can make my no. I'm not touching your zoo. You gotta come finish it. Oh, I was talking about how the Planet Crafter song is coming out this coming week here. Happy Easter, everyone, by the way. Tomorrow's Easter, so if you celebrate that kind of stuff, happy Easter. Spring is upon us and stuff, so I was telling myself that the other day, actually, as we were getting blasted with a massive ice storm. But yeah, happy Easter, everybody out there. Hopefully you guys have a lot of fun stuff planned. Good times. This is but as I was talking about how I was making the Planet Crafter song coming out this week, I did happen to accidentally get inspired by another game that I played recently, and whenever I get inspired, it's usually whenever I get an idea in my head. It sits there and stews for a while, and then eventually one day I'm like supposed to be working on something else, and I'll just be like, hold on, I'll just write this down quick. Basically, I'll have an idea for a song in my head, and I'll just be like, all right, I'm just gonna jot down this thing here because I got an idea for like it's part of the chorus. I'm thinking about part of the chorus, and I'll just write this down quick, and then I'll come back to it later, and I'll finish it up then. I got stuff to do, And it never goes that way. It never ever goes that way. It goes. I write down my idea, and then I think, wait, hold on. What would work with that? And then I just start going. I just start going, and I can't stop myself. And pretty soon I have a song written. So that happened. That happened yesterday, actually. FYI. I was actually going to see if I could try to get episode 100 out, but then I got to writing a song, and I got wildly distracted, and I was like, okay, it looks like I'm doing a live stream. I need to do some more building on the zoo. I need to do this grind, you know, like these, the placing all the dirt, building all the land, building all the trees, those kind of grindy things, because it's a super necessary thing. But I did get to work on writing yet another song yesterday. Now, I don't know if you guys really get a kick out of the songs I write or not. Some of them are just comical, like funny, like the I Took a Poop Today, the one I wrote with Oliver. But they're always based on, well, aside from that, they're always based on video games. So that's why the ones I release on the channel, at least officially, not just as time-lapse music, like put out music videos and stuff, they're always video game related. So it's never just saying, I wrote this cool song, what do you guys think? You know, no, it's just, I wrote this cool song about a video game, what do you guys think? But if you guys do enjoy the songwriting that I'm doing, which is something I never thought I'd do in a million years, because honestly I never really even thought about it. I did write another one about a song, about a game I played recently, on stream, by the way. So it turned out ridiculously good. Might actually be one of the best ones yet. So that's going to be coming to the channel shortly. I love when I'm around Todd. Oh, Todd, welcome. Hello. I guess I was saying it before I clicked on this video. Yeah, welcome, Todd. But yeah, this song might actually be the best one I've written so far. It turned out incredible. And like I said, I don't really want to name the game yet until I get closer to it. But for those of you who've been watching, you probably know there has been a new game I played recently. So, and those of you who are my patrons absolutely know what it is, because I posted on Patreon. So, but yeah, it's a good one. It is a good one. I do, just don't tell anyone. Alright, we'll say that. Oops, nice some grass here. Say this is probably good, just like that. Again, I'm not worrying about making sure the grass is deep enough or whatever, like anything like the dirt is too deep or anything. I'm just laying down some grass right now just to get the blocks down to cover the area. Oh, Sakana beat me to it. I gotta be quicker than that. Wow, we've blown through a lot of grass already. That's just covering this area right here. Oh boy. No, it's a secret, exactly. Mainly the reason why I'm being secretive about it is because I have a whole nother song that's just dropping on the channel this week. I want to give that time to breathe, you know. And I'll get to work on the music video for this other one. It's a good one. It's a really good one. Somehow, let's see, how's school going? Somehow I haven't failed. I know, I'm impressed by that, actually. So when you impress me every day that you're still enrolled. Just kidding. That sounds horrible. I'm here for that sweet, sweet cloud. Exactly, yes. I've missed you, Robin the Cloud. You need to get back on the server, man. Oh, snacks today is donuts. Hey, speaking of, look at that. Speak of the devil. Let's give him a solid wave, too. Cinnamon, I thought you couldn't connect. You lied. All this time, you lied. Did that, or he's like the Mars Curiosity rover has better ping than he does right now. Cloud. Cinnamon, I can't rightfully plug your channel either because like you're not posting much anymore. So like I would say, yeah, if you want to go see more zoo stuff, go over there. But I mean, if you want to see some older zoo stuff, sure. But yeah, you're too busy being like a real person. It's oh, you're home for Easter? Well, then by all means. Oh, there's a hammerhead shark down there. 2 of them. Are those the blue ring octopuses? No, octopi? No, they're not. But there's a couple hammerheads down there. That's kind of fun. Home for Easter. Good stuff. Well, then get to building. I want to see a ZAWA Together episode. No, my channel got remade. I know. I want to see a ZAWA Together episode. Go. You're home for Easter. You got time. Go. Pump out a short one at least. Just make some small exhibit. I challenge thee. Whip out a gauntlet, bash you in the face. I challenge thee. You guys ever see Robin Hood Men in Tights? That's what he did in that one, where the Sheriff of Nottingham pulled out his glove and slapped Robin in the face and says, "I challenge you to a duel." And and then Robin picks up this iron gauntlet. Picks up this iron gauntlet and it smacks him in the face, almost knocks him out cold. And he's like, "I accept." What did you just say? None of my old videos aren't? Well, then re-upload them. Yeah, re-upload them. It'll be easy peasy. Yeah, just re-upload them to your new channel and then you're good to go. It's a mass upload all at once. I'm making a new series. You only got 1 video on that. It's perfect time to bail on that and go back to the ZAWA Together. I really have been pushing people to try to get to their zoos on the server, actually, but like I said, real life stuff gets in the way and whatnot. But I keep trying to hammer it home because there's things in the workings that I would like to get people involved on this server on, but they gotta show the they gotta show the fire on their butt to do it, you know. So I'm in the middle of making stuff for that series. Yeah, but why would you jump ship to that series when you could be here? No, I get it. Actually, the real big problem with this is that the ZAWA Together mod pack is actually outdated at the moment. Not because we aren't trying to keep up with it. It's because of Oh the Biomes You'll Go. So one of the biome generating mods that we have on the server is they stopped developing it. Oh the Biomes You'll Go, and they've started up a new mod entirely called Oh the Biomes We've Gone. So it's the same guy, but it's sort of like when they did ZAWA Rebuilt, the ZAWA Evolved. They just started over, you know. That's a new thing. So all of we can't just throw the new mod in there and have it work. So we have to kind of stick with the current version of what we have, and we can't really upgrade anymore. So as ZAWA Evolved upgrades, we're kind of stuck in this version right now. But the goal is to finish the season off like this, and then, you know, in future plans, I'll rethink some of the mods that we use for biome generation, because honestly, Oh the Biomes You'll Go, there's a plus and a minus to it, or going into the future Oh the Biomes We've Gone, there's a plus and minus to it. So the plus is obviously that there's a whole lot of new blocks that you can build with, so you can build some incredible things. But the minus is that we don't really have ZAWA animals spawning in those biomes. So as far as animals spawning in and stuff, we don't. It's a little bit harder to find ZAWA animals. I travel more. So there's that. So, Puppet Master, hello. Wow, I made it to a stream. My notice finally worked. Awesome. Happy to hear it. If my PC let me, you need any extra materials? I got an hour to kill. I mean, grass is always what it would be. Grass and jungle leaves. That's all I'm always running out of. That's about it. Yeah, grass and jungle leaves. Because, I mean, you saw how much grass I bought just today at the shopping district, and I'm already going through about half of it. I might actually go through all of it by the time the stream is done here. Alright, looks like I don't have this part finished yet over here, so this grass is only going as far as this here. So I don't really know what to do with that one. I'm still brainstorming on that one. Like if we were to revamp like a mod pack entirely, oh, I'm out of grass. Look at that. I sense a cinnamon. I sense a presence I have not felt since, and then look longingly off in the distance. The cinnamon is here. The spice, our favorite spice. Which, by the way, cinnamon is one of quite a few people who have donated on this server. I'm going to need to go grab more grass anyway, so I'm going to go give a shout out to the people who have done a super chat during these live streams. Yeah. We landscaping. Yep, that's what we're doing, Puppet Master. For right now, at least. I wouldn't mind getting on to doing some pathing and stuff later. I'm going to shy away from those trees just because Cinnamon's here and he's home for Easter. I'm trying to be nice to him because he's basically home for the holidays. Oh yeah, the super chats. I'll go over here by the boat, and then this is the front entrance to the zoo. So big old shout out to these fine folks, Peter and Todd, both of you a lot. Holy cow, you've donated a lot. Tinnikin, Inkle, Captain Craig, Kithron, Diamonds in the Rough. My mod pack for my series 104 mods. See, that's not necessarily a good thing. Fanny, Corey. Nickel Plays, Emperor Ditto, Cinnamon, our favorite spice, Big Ol' Baloo, HT Plays, Mika Hunter, Mr. Bubbles McGee, Ace Yotter, and Black Rose. Black Rose, hello, welcome. I see you just popped into chat. Darn, I don't have $10 to spare to put a hit on spice. It's a shame, yes it is. A wild cinnamon is natural habitat, stealing clout. But then our top super chat is actually Black Rose with $260 in one super chat. So keep in mind, whoever has the top super chat at the end of the season is the one who's going to be deciding whether we do ZAWA Season 4 or whether we dive into like a Jurassic Craft mod. So that is that's a thing. That's a thing. Okay, so right now that's up to Black Rose. If anyone beats this donation, then it'll be up to them. Currently, right now, I believe it is Jurassic Craft that is winning right now. Just wait till I get a job. We're still waiting, Cinnamon. But yeah, we still got a couple spots here. So a super chat of any amount will actually get you on the board. It can be $1, you know, that'll get you on the board. But if you want to beat Black Rose, it'll be $260.01. That would beat it. We go by pennies here, so. Skyblock dinosaurs. People keep saying I should do Jurassic Craft, but on Skyblock, which is interesting. And I'll give it some thought if that's really what you guys want, but I don't know how possible that is. Because you have to, like, collect DNA and stuff. So. Dang, the non-textured antelope. Minor texture in my series. Yeah, I know. We have the missing texture antelope here. They're a fine exhibit, except for the females. I think the females have their texture. Alright, let's grab some more grass. All the grass that we just purchased, we're blowing through here. Okay, yeah, I'll go as far as I can with this right here, and then maybe we'll go collect some grass. Mega builds. Ugh. Yeah, I actually thought about putting a big smoke plume coming out of the volcano, and it would probably look really cool. Hey, Bear Claw! Give him a solid wave right there. Oh, hey, yeah, Cinnamon, while you're home for the holidays and while you're on, do you have a male white rhinoceros? Do you have a male white rhinoceros? Because I have females, and we need another one to finish the Golden Girls. We only have 3 in here. So, yeah, if you have a male white rhinoceros, we get to breeding on these things. We can get another one, so. Oh, actually, you don't come to think of it. Hold on, look at this. Well, let's look at the map real quick. I have this in this area here to fill up with grass, and then I think we're all grassed up. Huh. You do have one. Well, get to breeding. If you would like to kidnap one of these females that I have here, unless you have a female for breeding already, and pump out an extra rhino, I would greatly appreciate it, and so would everyone else. You'd be a hero on my series. I will name drop you and everything. Oh my gosh. You think of the clout. Think of the clout, Cinnamon. The way to appeal to Cinnamon. Think of the clout. Alright, let's get over here. I have many rhino dudes. Oh, nice. Can I just get one then? I mean, I don't really care if it's a dude or not. Like, it'll still be named Blanche. It's still going to be named Blanche and be one of the Golden Girls. I think that's the one we don't have. Now here's the thing. I gotta get close to the rhinos to tell what their names are again, because I can't remember. Wait, hold on. I still my notes. We have Rose, Sophia, and Dorothy in there. So yeah, it's just Blanche. That's the one that we need. You can even do it here on stream. We could add Blanche here on stream. Wouldn't that be fun? And then I'll oh yeah, that's a good idea. Then I'll add a clip of it actually. Then the next episode. Wouldn't that be great? Hold on, this part here is a little wonky because I got to redo all of this stuff here, whatever. So pull this back just a little bit here because I might have to redo some of the terrain here. Yeah, that's probably why I didn't have the grass put in the first place. I hear a zombie. Why do I hear a zombie? I shouldn't be hearing zombies in the zoo. There you are, zombie. I shouldn't be hearing you down here. Where'd you come? Oh, I missed completely. He's the one. Now, where did you come from, buddy? Yeah, I should not be hearing zombies in the zoo. Alright, now I gotta get out of here. Tease it. Ah, God. I was falling a lot faster than I thought I was going to. Ashes to ashes and whatnot. Alright, let's fill in the rest of this. So there's the park that we built last episode right there. Bam. And there's the cliff edge on the other side of this palm tree where I was thinking about putting a exhibit, actually. Alright, and then we gotta fill in this area up here with grass. And then that area right there with grass. I think that's all we gotta fill in right now for what we have built. I think it's all grassed up then. And then it's on the palm trees. By God, my PC works. Never thought I'd see the day again. Gotta compete with Cinnamon for clout. Exactly. See, I gotta go egg hunting event with my kids. Hop on later. Okay, have a good one, Black Rose. Say hi to the kids. I just took a bite of donut. But Anura Delia, hello, welcome. Sorry, I'm horribly rude. I'm sitting here with a mouthful of donut. I'm greeting you, but that's breakfast for me right there. Oh, it looks like this edge right here too. Yeah, it is heavy competition if you're going to try to compete for clout, but with Cinnamon, because I mean he's literally listed in one of my songs as trying to steal clout. With a little fox down there. Share the donuts? I would actually. Actually, I have my my kids. I shared them with my kids. Yeah, yesterday I stopped by the store because I made dinner last night. They made chili, but my kids, one of them at least ate it. Is it really stealing at this point? Alright, that looks better. So there are some areas around the zoo like this one right here where it just needs to be have some grass added to finish off the edge or so here. Like earlier, exactly what I'm doing on this stream, where I showed up and I just laid down a bunch of grass. I was like, I'll finish detailing it later. That's exactly what happened to these parts here, where I was like, yeah, no, I'll get to it later. Well, now is later. Now is the later time. Dang, I remember how much better my zoo looked. Yeah, you should come back to it, dude. I understand the new series started for a couple of reasons. One, of course, being that, you know, internet connection. But you got good connection now. Make an episode. Actually, time is definitely something that I understand when it comes to not having time to do things. So, totally get it when it comes to that. Yeah, one person I want to see come back on here and do another round of Jeopardy is Mad Bulldog. I just need one. I just need one. A female if you got it, actually, because then they'll all be chicks in there, but I'm not too picky, though. Yeah, we just need one to complete the Golden Girls. Yeah, just need one. Alright, yeah, sweet. I'll take one of the ladies. Won't help me breed them up at all, but that's okay. It's not about that. I am more interested in completing the Golden Girls. Alright, hey, he's on his way. Alright, sweet. So let's go get the name tag, actually. And we'll actually get Blanche added in here. Bloop, right in the water. Sorry, I was writing a note, so I wasn't really paying attention to where I was flying. Autopilot was on. Alright, to complete the Golden Girls set, we are going to name this one Blanche. That's how you spell it, right? Yep, okay, that's how you spell it. Just grab this just in case. Now they're way over here, so with me building on the eastern side of the zoo, it's I always have to waste like several rockets just to get back over here. Alright, there's one there, two there, three right there. Figured if we maybe trank this one, we can get over here safely without the other ones murdering us. Or maybe if we just hug this wall over here. Alright, we just gotta wait for the spice to show up with the rhino delivery. The Golden Girls will be complete. I suppose in the meantime I can keep laying down some grass. Or how long this tunnel is. See if I can get this whole stack put down before he shows up. Did it, no problem. I got more. I'm in pink tunnel, nice. It's getting closer. This will be incredible once the zoo is finally finished. I mean, jeepers. It's been literally years building this thing. Alright, you're in orange. Well, if you're in a peach, I'll call you James. I know, it's a stupid book joke. Speaking of Peach, did anybody get out there and see the Super Mario Brothers movie? I took Oliver and Jacob to go see that yesterday, and the reviews that I've heard of it are actually pretty weirdly mixed. Why is there a raw turkey in your tunnel? Well, we figured that was your fault, actually. Don't actually know why there's a raw turkey in my tunnel. But they've been weirdly mixed and stuff. But I think the best review that I've heard so far for the movie, the most accurate, is by the Critical Drinker. Basically, again, the story or character development, there isn't any. It's sort of like the first movie. There's really not much character development at all. It's just fun stuff happening. So, as far as like, is the movie worth going and seeing? If you are a Nintendo fan and you like the old school Nintendo stuff, then yeah, you'll love it. If you're a film enthusiast who likes deep stories and meanings and stuff like that and really cool twists and stuff, it's gonna horribly let you down. So it is just a fun action-packed kind of a thing that has a very loose storyline to it, and it's more just non-stop Mario in the Mushroom Kingdom doing stuff. Mario and Luigi and Peach and stuff like that in the Mushroom Kingdom doing stuff. So, like I said, a lot like the first movie. So if you like the first movie, you'll most likely like this one. Yeah, I enjoyed it because I am one of those Nintendo fans that I'm fine with them just seeing member berries. Regarding this, it's like I don't really care. It doesn't have to have some big, deeper meaning. It just can be some goofy fun. So I enjoyed it. Thought it was a lot of fun. There is another character that shows up in this one. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it. There's another character that shows up in this one that is one of the major OG members of the original Super Smash Brothers. And he doesn't just make an appearance as a cameo either. There's several Super Smash Brothers characters that show up in this. But like one that's not a huge like spoiler or anything like that, but Rob shows up in this. And Mr. Game & Watch makes an appearance. Things like that. Those are kind of fun. But those are just brief cameo things. The one that actually has a voice actor and stuff, I'm not going to tell you that one. You guys got to go see it. But that's one of the OG members of Smash Brothers shows up in this. And gives me hope that they're actually going to pursue another IP for Nintendo on the big screen. Oh, I haven't watched a movie in cinema in years. I just wait until it's available on a streaming service. Yeah, you certainly can do that. Although I went and blew way too much money at the movies, yesterday with the kids, because there's just something fun about going to the theaters. It's like knowing that I just blew like $50 on snacks and popcorn. Oh, Cinnamon's here. Hello. Hello, Cinnamon. Alright. Oh, he threw it out. Alright, sweet. Thank you, Cinnamon. I shall get Blanche put in place immediately. Let's go do this here before the sun sets. Alright, now, knowing Cinnamon, he most likely did not tranquilize this. So, Blanche. Oh, no, he did tranquilize it. He's such a pal. There we go. We got Blanche. Blanche has been added. Welcome. The Golden Girls are complete. Cinnamon. Cinnamon, thank you so much. We got a complete set. And it is a chick, too, I think. I didn't actually check that. I'm just trusting that he actually brought me a chick. Yeah. Alright, so sweet. We got the Golden Girls complete. Making another note here, because I'm going to have to come back to this part in the stream to include in the episode, so, you know. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, it's not bedtime yet. It's a beautiful thing, Cinnamon. It's a beautiful thing. The 4 Golden Girls as the sun sets. Taxidermist. Oh, get your first animal head. Yep. Thank you, Cinnamon. If this is the only thing you've contributed to the server, this would be enough. But you've done so much more. Don't go to that shadowy place. Everything the light touches is our kingdom. What about that shadowy place over there? That's Detroit. Stay away from it. I'm just kidding. For anyone who lives in Detroit, it's just a joke. It's a joke. Jeepers, it's just a joke. Alright, so now with the Golden Girls complete, we just had to finish off this grass here. I think we're on to building trees then for Cinnamon. Since he's here, I could build a tree immediately right here with him next to it. Wouldn't that be funny? Like he's just sitting here and I start building, building trees. Yeah. You're a monster. So much. I literally slapped down one piece of grass and then start building on top of it. I actually need a block to have you a nothing burger block. Oh yeah, I was doing this. Because then I can just do that. Right there in his face. I started building a tree in his face. All of this on every single one. I hope your kids take over quickly. Be a sign of my honor. Oh, don't worry, there will be. All this just for one tree. This is what I go through. This is what I go through. I'm stealing your stone. Oh no. Alright, I think that's everything up here. Oh, no, right there. There's one missing. There's one missing right there. Oop, that isn't even right there. Tree's up there, pal. I know that, it's just, it's a tall tree and I gotta get these under parts here. Alright, there we go. How do you have 7,500 subs by building trees? They're really good trees, okay? They're really well, really well built trees. There we go, bam. Just for you. Finally, some trees, Todd says. Well then. Watch, dude. Have a chicken. There we go. We got the tree built. First one with Cinnamon watching, nonetheless. Oh, that's got to be painful. And this, kids, is the importance of carrying your building materials on you. In the event that you have to spontaneously build a palm tree in front of somebody who hates palm trees, you can do it. I'm glad you get amusement out of this. It's very amusing. I know you like it. Look at it. It's a beautiful palm tree. The beautiful palm tree. That palm tree looks like the kids I see, or like the kids I see nowadays. Yeah, exactly. With the crazy hairstyle. Let's pop that off real quick. Put that there. Double that up a little bit. I do have to leave. Got adult stuff to do now as well, and get some food. All right, actually, I'll just say, yeah, okay, okay, man. Cinnamon, thank you so much for the rhino, though. That was a big help, and that tree is another tree dedicated to you. So, you've got several of them in the zoo now. But yes, the Golden Girls are complete. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bam. Cinnamon coming in clutch there. Look at that, Todd. Finally some trees. Cinnamon is MVP, absolutely. So, gets 2 backpacks of jungle leaves and then crashes. Oh, brutal. Yeah, brutal. Always coming in clutch. Don't catch me slacking unless I'm making videos. Oh, to answer the question of how do I got 1.7 thousand subs while making trees, it's because I consistently make trees. But no, big old thank you to everybody who's subscribed to the channel, actually, because it's true, we did actually pass the 7.5 thousand sub marker, so that's pretty insane that this little adventure of mine in video game world here would turn into something like this. It's climbing, it's still climbing, which kind of blows my mind, because I thought for sure people would lose interest in, well, me. So, but you guys are still here, so I'm kind of confused by that, but alright, yeah, I'll take it. But maybe it's because you guys desperately want to see, you want to see the zoo finished. Maybe you guys have the burning passion like I do to see the zoo finished. And you know what? There'll be hundreds of people on the internet will see the zoo finish and be like, wow. Anyway, so 3 years of my life will be spent building this thing. Actually, when did the first episode come out? Has it been 3 years? Is it 2 years, 3 years? I think it's 3, to be honest. I think it's 3, to be honest. I'm still stuffing my face with donut. Yep, I woke up and realized I only had like 20 minutes before I had to go live, and I was like, oh man, I need to get my butt in gear. So I just grabbed the donuts and headed downstairs and got the stream set up. Alright, now maybe I'll take some time to actually fix this up to look nice and pretty, because it is right here. Oops. See that? Better question is, which donuts? Are we talking Boston cream or disappointment? We're talking disappointment. We're talking straight from Walmart. Just some glazed donuts from Walmart. Yeah, we're not talking nothing fancy. After all, disappointment is my middle name. Oops, that one actually is not supposed to be. It's fine. Do that. Paying a little bit more closer attention to the edge on this one in here, because this is actually inside the zoo. Ooh, the perfect opportunity to use my balls. There we go. I did pick up one bit of dirt. I might as well use that here because one of the grass spots turned into dirt before I could break it. Cinnamon watched me build this tree. That honestly was the highlight of the stream right there, building a palm tree in front of Cinnamon. Oh, the mini chocolate ones are great after sitting out in freezing weather for hours. I guess I can't say much. Yeah, no, these are not what you call delicacy donuts. These are I got $7 at Walmart donuts. So when you look at the overall zoo though, like I know I've been doing a lot of live streaming lately for this, for time purposes, but a lot of it is just this grindy building terrain that I have to get done before I can actually finish off the zoo. And I need to get the zoo within one live stream away from being finished, because that's my final live stream of every season so far, including season 1, is called Until the Zoo is Finished. So basically, I come back for one last live stream before the final episode to finish off the zoo. Now, yes, I will be trying to do exactly what I've done for the other 2 finales for this zoo as well. But that is, I mean, whether or not that works out heavily is dependent upon somebody else. So, if not, I mean, I will be doing a zoo tour at least for the final episode. But yeah, this one has been a massive passion project. All right, this is way beyond anything that we did on any of the other 2 seasons. Like, do you guys remember what this place was like before we started? Like, do you remember what this whole terrain was like before we started? there's still one more thing I have to add to this zoo, even after I finish all the terrain. I want to add these sandy shoals here that you see on the edge of this one. I want to add that to this one, too, in various places. You know, like right here, this is a shallow area right here. It'd be a perfect opportunity to put some sand right there. Maybe add in some along the edge here. You know, make some of the sandy areas. Maybe put a big long beach going down this side here. You know, so I don't want to have the islands look wildly different. I want to have them kind of look similar. So I got to add the sand. Either I got to remove the sand from this one, which I don't want to do because I think it looks great, or add the sand to this one, which is probably what I'm going to do. So I'm going to need a buttload of sand here coming up in the future. Like a lot. Kids are waking up. I got to head out and have a good one. All right, Bear Den, take it easy. Have a good one. Take it easy. It's Bear Claw, actually. Have a good one. Now, you know, I might actually just, like, not detail this part here. At least not down this far, because, like I said, I might be carving this out later. So, and if I do, I don't want to just undo my work immediately. Oop, totally missed it. Spider. 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 There's spiders everywhere. Okay, let's actually put down a little bit more of this path here, at least, so that I can walk over here. I hear a zombie. Why do I hear a zombie? He is actually above me. Interesting. Ashes, ashes. Let's just get up there. Actually, you know what? Let's get up there in style. Let's eat my balls. There we go. Get a torch down up here so it won't be having that anymore. Ball eating away. Spiders everywhere. Yeah, there was a time where I was like, I don't want to kill them because they're part of the wildlife in the area and stuff. And now I'm like, no, kill them all. I'm like, Starship Troopers, kill them all. Yeah, that should prevent anything from spawning in here on the ledges. At least up there. I was like, that's still a living one. There's another one, too. Kill them all. How many tarantulas have I killed now? Mobs. Tarantulas. 966. Not bad. You know what I call that? A good start. All right, 969. It wouldn't be so bad if there just weren't so many of them. Look at this. Killed 12 of them so far. Put some of this stuff back so I can get some wiggle room in my inventory. Now that Simmons here, I'll probably take a break from building trees. Now that Simmons is gone, I'll take a break from building trees. Alright, chicken. Alright, yeah, let's finish this path right here, because this is definitely overdue. So it has to connect around here to this area right here. It doesn't have to change elevation at all. So that's nice. Now, I talked about when I was in the episode with the rhinos here. I was talking about possibly having this pathway go completely around the rhinos, so like it completely encompasses this exhibit, because then you can dot things along the outside of it, which I kind of like. Actually, I kind of like that idea. Maybe we'll actually make that official. We'll do it. We'll actually, like, for real, put it in here, and then that way I'll have to build around it. You know, I'll force myself to actually do this, but we'll have to finish the fence all the way around this too then. So, let's grab some of these guys. Probably need more than that, to be honest, so it's alright. We got plenty of stone. I want to do this so they don't escape. Or kill me, because they're literally right here. Odds are one will hit me off there, I'll be one shot, and then the spider will finish me off. Huh. Don't mind me, Mr. Rhino. Miss Rhino, sorry, Miss Rhino. Keepers. Look at these things, they're everywhere. Did you guys ever see the movie Arachnophobia? It's a lot like that. Just doing a little renovating on your exhibit. Don't you worry, Ms. Rhino. Which one are you anyway? Dorothy. Don't mind me. I don't want to move too suddenly. I don't want to spook her. Like, they're all congregating over here. Like, is there an escape route? Can we get out of here? I hear movement all over the place, and I see a spider right there. Another one right there. I have 30 arrows. Way too many spiders in this world. Not enough arrows. Oh, he's making a mad dash. Do you see that? He's like, freedom. I would open this up more, but I don't know if they can actually climb through this opening. Rose, you're really tall. What are you? Oh, are you standing on the button? Or no, you're standing on the that leaf block right there. I think technically. Trying to kill me, I see. All right, a little bit easier to place now that they're not right there in my face. Sorry, I'm not in chat. Classes start up again for me on Tuesday, so I'm going to. I'm working on getting everyone set up and ready to go. Oh no, no problem. Hey, Cisco, hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. We are. Oops, they're coming. They're trying to escape. They're still trying to escape. They've been hanging out over there the entire time. Now, as soon as I'm over here, they're like, "Hey, let's go see what he's doing." All right, there we go. We got the bricks put in all the way around. So now it's time to switch up to the fences. Which I only have 51 of these. That's probably not enough. How do you make these steel fences again? Actually, can't I just like hover over and press R? There we go. Iron nuggets says they're cheaper than regular iron bars. Okay. Well, sweet. Oops. Oh, I have a trash can in here. I could just place that actually at the park. And in the episode when I was building the park, I was saying that I don't really need a trash can, mainly because I was lazy and I didn't want to. I didn't want to go make it. But now that I see, I didn't actually have to. Oops. Gotta keep clicking. Fingers are too fast. And now that I'm trying to deliberately slow down, I missed one. Dang it! Oop, fell off. Down here with all the spiders. There we go. Alright, might have made one or two too many. Alright, so I got the fence around the entire rhino exhibit, that means. That's good. So now I can build the actual path around it. Oh, don't need the bricks. I mean, I can use them if I really want to, but it's not necessary. I'll just save those for something else later. Alright, I guess down here is going to be a little dark in this area, so I'm going to have to light it up. It's about another hour and we can sleep here on the server. Spider. I heard something walking. I don't know if it was a spider or not, though. Oh, it was. Look at that. Spiders everywhere. Why? Like, I don't actually have arachnophobia, but I'm getting it from playing on here. Sleepy time. I'm butchering it. Nil, I'll call you Nil. Hello, welcome, and Stefan, hello, welcome. Should try Planet Zoo. I think do I have Planet Zoo? I might actually have that in my library. Not gonna lie, like I have quite a few games in my Steam library that I have not played yet. I buy them while they're on sale, or on Oh, actually, these do go in there, yeah. I buy them while they're on sale, like they're on my wish list and stuff, but I haven't gotten around there. Back to doing some adulting. Be back later. All right, take it easy, Sakana. Just bring this straight across here. We'll have this all connect, one big path intersection right here, intersecting paths. And then this one will go this way. So we'll have that kind of go out this way. Building your own custom train is really the thing that's holding me up here, because I had to build the entire island. I made 3. Oh, nice. Oh, you made 3 enclosure and Planet Zoo. Yeah, I'll have to give it a shot. There is most likely. I'm gonna try to bring other games to the channel a little bit more recently. Like recently, I played Wildmender on the channel, and that was phenomenally good. But I want to try bringing other games. So Planet Zoo is definitely on that list. I think I have Jurassic World also, where you can build a Jurassic Park zoo. I mean, I know what I'm going to do in that. I mean, I would like to say that I'd be a really good, responsible zookeeper. I'm going to just have dinosaurs eating people. That's really, I know me. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to get dinosaurs. I'm going to release them onto the general public. And just get pictures of them getting eaten, Alright, so this pathway will be right here. Oh, you know what? So I mentioned when I built this big cliff thing here that I wanted to leave an area there to put a small exhibit up top where the park is. But honestly, if I were to build an exhibit down here on... Stop flying, please. Stop down here on this face right here, I'd have a lot more room. So that might be a wise choice. Now, I did want this park to feel a little claustrophobic. There are parts where, here, where you're going to be out in the open, you're going to be able to see. But, right here, there's this cliff kind of hugging you on your right side here as you're walking this way. But, right here is where I kind of have the path currently laid out. If I were to extend it a little bit farther to get more space, it wouldn't necessarily be a better thing, actually. To be honest, I might want to leave it right here. Because you have this narrow passage right here then, and you have another big towering cliff edge right there. It definitely start feeling claustrophobic. You're supposed to feel like on this entire custom. I cannot believe that these are custom islands too. That's the other thing. So they were here, the islands are here, but they've been completely revamped, the coverings of them. So I built the entire islands. I hear something. Oh, I think it's one of the Golden Girls in here. I thought I heard a spider crawling around. But yeah, this entire thing had blocks placed on top of it anyway, because remember, this black sand right here, this is the original terrain of this island. So when you're seeing stuff like this is all placed block by block. So, including the volcano. So, yeah, so like right here, I can come up with my own terrain on this, and I think I did a fairly decent job at that with the rest of the zoo, feeling claustrophobic and like you're in this rocky area and stuff. You know, because there's like caves and stuff you can go in as the paths continue. Little tight areas that you have to fit through, like right here, you know. These little things that says you're constantly surrounded with stuff on all sides of you while you're on these islands. But every time you get a little opening to look through, like every time you get a little open space here, you can see the volcano just like looming over you. So yeah. He's over there. Oh, he's right there. No, where is he? He's over there somewhere. Where is it? I think this is the badger exhibit. Oh, he's right here. This was my bullfrog exhibit, but they've all despawned, so that's why I snagged the bullfrog from Uncle Dave's Wildlife Refuge earlier in the stream. But yeah, every time you get a little opening, there's the volcano looming over you, you know? That's the idea. This is the possum exhibit? Yeah, they're right there. Black-footed ferret, and then of course, you know, there's these little areas here that go inside the volcano, and they got exhibits in here, including creepers. Who would like to donate their gunpowder? So you got your rats exhibit, you got all sorts of exhibits in here too. Got your dwarf crocodiles. You got the caldera of the volcano, or the magma chamber of the volcano, and with the striders in it, and the dragon egg over there. The caimans looking all creepy. Yeah, like this whole island is supposed to be like a very claustrophobic, very clustered kind of feel. Like there's a tree monitor right there, a couple of them in there, and so keeping with that theme, what I got going on over there. Here's the other volcano right here. That's always fun when you're building a zoo and you're like, here's the other volcano. But keeping with that theme, I think having another, not as tall a cliff, but another cliff edge right here that goes up about, maybe halfway or maybe a little bit more, would look really cool. So, now the reason why I'm raising this up too here is because I still have to put a layer of blocks in here. So it's at this elevation right here. And then redo. I double this up in case you've never seen my streams before. I double up the stone when I'm doing the path blocks because some of the blocks need to be gravel. And instead of putzing around with every single gravel block and placing blocks underneath it, I just do it a layer down and then I build the path on top of it. Then I don't have to think about it. It's probably going to be backed up a little bit here. Because this is where the snow leopard exhibit is. Right there. So, I don't want to, I want to have a path going this way. Maybe, actually. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if I just told you a true statement. This might actually be a dead end right here. So the exhibit, the viewing area for the snow leopards is right here. And everything over here then might be just natural terrain, because this path is going to loop around here and there might be some exhibits dotted on the outside of it, and I think that's it. I actually think that's the end of the zoo right there. Holy cow, you guys, all 5 of you that are watching, that would be the end of the zoo right there. After 3 years of building, that's where it comes to an end. Holy crap. Alright, well now that gives me a little bit of extra motivation to keep on going on this. So let's get this filled in with stone, and then we'll go through and we'll do the pathing on it. And I want to finish the path going around the Golden Girls exhibit also. If you guys are just tuning in and don't know what I'm talking about, the Golden Girls are the rhinoceroses. We named them after the Golden Girls. There's a stack in there. And there's a stack there, and there, and there. Some of that there. Right there. Okay, that's all I'm getting out of those. Let's put this in here for right now. Alright, now, do I have sprouts? Because there's a lot here, but do I have... I thought I had a whole bunch, but I thought I did actually end up using up the rest of them, which it looks like I did. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll actually collect some of these sprouts rather than destroying them. This whole island is covered in them. If I ever need more, I'll just bust a hole in any one of the cliffs around here and just go grab some more. Oh, I got a couple of ferns in this too. Interesting. Alright, I'm just going for a stack of sprouts though. Oh, there's some grass. Looks like it's getting nighttime again. It's hard to tell because I see rising east sets in the west. So yeah, the sun is setting over there on the other side of the volcano. So it's always casting me in the shadow over here. Oh, there goes my shears. Oh no, where am I ever going to get enough iron to make more? So I have an iron farm over here too, by the way, in case you guys haven't seen the series. And I've got a lot of iron. Like an endless amount. I'm not even remotely close to worried about it. Alright, let's get the sleeping bag out here and take a little nap, eat some donut. Alright. And then let's finish doing some pathing here. You know, I actually do think this is going to be just like a an ending right here. I do think that that's going to be just, whoop, the end of that right there. Now, I need to actually put a fence on the snow leopard exhibit. I built this thing years ago, and I never actually did that. Yeah, a long time ago did I build this. It's the thing when you're working on like mega builds like this, you'll finish parts of it and then like a year or two later you'll get back to it to working on the next part. Alright, so here's where the path actually is. Now, I usually don't like flat paths like this. I think they're kind of boring. But considering all the exhibits that it's tying together, I think I'll get over it. And I could absolutely change the... Well, not really change the elevation here. It's going to change over there, though. So let's keep this train rolling, though, this way. Spiders. Now, they usually spawn in multiples. That might be one of the... Well, no, that's definitely not... There's more dots inside the rhino exhibit over there, so there might be a spider on the inside of the rhino exhibit. But I don't need these spiders. I do need to eat some chicken, though. I can't sprint anymore. casually eat 3 chickens. Man, I must have been hungry. Okay, that's almost connected now to over there, which is where it has to connect to. And again, the lion enclosure I'm thinking is going to go right here. But this does still leave room for other stuff. I still have a giraffe over here that I got to relocate. Probably put him in Uncle Dave's Wildlife Refuge. See, I see 2 rhinos right here. One there, one there. There's one back there, but right there's one here, one here. But I see 3 dots on the radar. Oh, there's there's a rhino hiding behind Dorothy here. I didn't even see it, Dorothy. You were large and in charge, and you were blocking the one behind you. So this rhino exhibit is probably going to be like the most open area that there is in this part of the island, or in this on this island at least. I need to go get more stone. Unless I have some in here, which I do. That I can keep going for a little bit. So because this whole terrain is built out of stone with grass then put on top of it, how much stone have I placed? Used 232,000. Hey, hey, hey. That's a lot. That is a lot. Alright, it's technically connected. It doesn't look pretty, but it's technically connected. So that's where the path is going to go, is down here. Then that means I can create some custom terrain in here, raise this all up. As you can see, I actually did draw out a new shoreline over here. Because this cat-shaped peninsula right here, which is why I'm putting the lines over there, that's actually the main reason. This cat-shaped peninsula over here used to cut in over here, and then, like, all of this... Actually, I think the Kakapo exhibit right here that has a bridge going across it, I think this was out in the water too. I think that this literally cut in all the way here. Like I think this is the original like shoreline right here. So all of this on this side here was added. In fact, you can kind of see the darker grass here. I think is the actual biome. So like up here, this is actually the biome and stuff like that, but you can see like a little patch here that's lighter, and you can see it change right here. So this is all lighter grass right here, and this is darker right here, lighter over here. So yeah, this was all added land that was built onto the zoo so I could build more enclosures. Same thing down here too, when you look at it, here's the darker patch right here, then this is lighter right here. This is all added land that was added afterwards. I should actually fire up the actual seed, because I mean I can tell people what the seed of this world is, and you guys, if you're playing along, you can actually do it yourself here. That's the seed of the world right there. So if you wanted to play along, you could always go fire that up, and you can see what this place looked like before originally. My coordinates for this location are like 1100, negative 800. So yeah, you can come play along actually and see what this world was like prior to me making all of these adjustments. Whoa, big old leg spike. But it doesn't look like this, that's for sure. It does not look like this at all. There's no galleon parked at the docks. There's no docks. There's no. The volcano is actually here, but it's a volcanic biome, a volcano biome or whatever, and so it's not a. It doesn't look like a volcano though. It looks like a giant plateau with some lava leaking out the side in various places. That's it. So a lot of things have changed now that we've gotten new work on this here. It looks a little bit more like an actual volcano. Well, it's swelling a little on this side too. I wonder if that's going to be a problem. And then this is another little volcano right here too. Don't mind the beacon though. That'll obviously be removed when I'm all said and done. I'm going to go make some more rockets, and I'm also going to grab some more stone because I'm kind of out in my inventory at least. Got plenty in storage. Ow, bouncing off the walls again. Whoa. Alright, stone. I might have to go down to deep storage because I believe these chests were all filled with stone, and I've used them up. I've used them all up. Yeah. Actually, I think I've been tapping into my normal storage right now, but I still have my deep storage, which has a crap load of stone in it, too. Yeah, so I've been diving into this, and I've used up this chest of it, too, that I had. So, but, why don't I go down to deep storage and grab some stone from there? So, my deep storage area is down here. Whoops! Fall down here. So, this is also where I go and hunt down creepers. So, you can see the creepers and bats spawn down there, and that's it. So, this is where I go get my gunpowder. Just go manually kill them. And then this is my deep storage area. Alright. Deep storage. There's a chest there full, a chest there full, a chest there full. That's basalt. That's stone, 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 stone. Basalt, basalt, basalt. Because when we dug out the volcano, we ended up getting a crap load of supplies. Sand, salt. A lot of it basalt here, but obviously that other wall had a ton of sand on it. Or a ton of stone, I mean. This one's stone too. More stone. Just, and if anyone needs basalt or anything, you know, I got you. So yeah, we got a crap load of this stuff. Just chest after chest of stone. I think we're finally getting to empty chests now. Oh, look at that. That's where I put some eggs and stuff. I forgot I moved some down to deep storage. Alright, so these are empty now. Okay, good. So, yeah. This right here, these chests that are filled with materials, this is the volcano. So, I guess now right here, I'm nearing the end of the build. I can finally start tapping into some of this stuff. Here, we'll start with this one right here. Let's just dump all this out and fill up our backpacks with it. Alright, that's one backpack. Alright, there we go. Got all of it. So there. Now I'm locked and loaded and ready to go with stone. It is also nighttime up there, so I should probably sleep because creepers be creeping and all. Yeah, so if you're wondering where I get all my gunpowder, why I always have rockets, it's from being down here. I just come down here, I spend some time murdering these things. With looting 3, it kind of goes relatively quickly. These are all turkey eggs. And goose eggs. I guess while I'm here, I'll grab a stack of sugar cane too. Oh, this is also where I got a whole bunch of sheep. Because when I did the Uncle Scrooge build, I needed a lot of black wool. Oh, there's a cat down here. I don't know if I have that one tamed or not, but I think I don't know if I have a black cat yet. I thought I did, because I thought I got one from a witch's hut. So that's deep storage down there. Binks. There we go. Law and order. Okay. Let me stash the sugar cane. I do need to make more rockets, so I want to quick grab some of that stuff. I could have probably killed those creepers while I was down there just to kind of help out. Oh, I just turned that all into sugar. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Oh darn, I guess I'll have to go grab some more sugar cane. There we go, rockets. Alright, we got rockets, we got stone, it's daytime, hopefully things have burned up out there. Let's get to climbing out of here and get to placing some more stone. There's a skeleton that's still alive right here. Not anymore. He was hiding. Just trying desperately to stay alive, and I was like, never. Alright, so you see all this grass that's placed here. This all has to get foliage put on it. Oh, look at this. I missed this patch right here. I gotta fix that. Can't be having that. Shan't be having any of that. There we go. I missed one block and I fell all the way down here and I have to hop back up here just to get it. Got it. Now the reason why I'm focusing on this right here is because we're going to be working in this area right here. So I kind of want to make it look pretty. Okay, yep. Cliff edges are always kind of a pain, but, you know, it is what it is. Mainly just the building on top of them sucks. Only somewhere in the mountain, so I'm not going to worry about that one as much. Alright, let's stop right there with the detailing on this stuff. This stuff gets a little tedious sometimes. I hate hearing zombies. Alright, so that is tedious stuff, doubling up the, making sure the dirt is 2 blocks deep and stuff on there. But it does look good when it's finished. I got that needs fixing. So balls. Oh, running out of grass. Is that all the grass I have too? Because that's unfortunate. It might be, actually. Might have to go run and grab some more. Yep, I think it is. Let's have some in here. Aha, nope. What about the bat backpack? Do I have any in there? No. Okay, yeah, I gotta go grab some more if I'm gonna keep going with the grass. But for right now, I guess I'll just hop down here and whoop, work on the path instead. That's almost finished over there. I need like one more stack of grass and I can probably finish that off. There's the zombie, actually. He's inside here. He's touring the place. Get out of here, zombie. Thanks for your shovel. Here, the snow leopards are probably a little hungry. Here, this is one of the residents of this place. Here, have a shovel too. Alright, I can probably get the snow leopards like a rail put up here. Grab this here. I don't think they can get out. For crying out loud. Here, you guys still hungry? There you go. Yeah, I don't. There might be a way they can get out right here, actually. Let me quick do that. Now, snow leopards very nearly killed me when I was placing them in here. I barely got out of there with my life. So these things are pretty dangerous animals. So I don't want to be taking them lightly. Let's grab the fence here, the steel fence. There we go. That's going to be the viewing area for the snow leopards. Now, obviously, there's still a lot of terrain to finish back behind there, but that part is finished over there. Ish. Finished-ish. Doesn't have any detailing on the dirt. But yeah, this is where the snow leopards are going to reside. Alright, let's put the fences back. Try to get some organization here with my inventory because it's kind of god-awful. Inhale a chicken. Now let's keep working on the path around the rhino exhibit here. Yeah, I kind of like this being a little bit narrower here because it does give me plenty of room to snipe spiders and to build other. Oh, I missed that one too. Build other enclosures in this area. So yeah, I kind of like it. I think that's all. I think that's all that's here. Alright, is it nighttime? It's not nighttime yet. It always seems like it's nighttime, but it's just we're in the shadowy part of the island because we're behind the volcano. But it's going to be nighttime here pretty soon. So I need to have this kind of come off this wall here a little bit and connect over to that right there. Sleepy time. There we go. All right, let's finish this off here. I might actually finish this this path right here and maybe wrap up the stream there. Not exactly one of my longer streams, but we did get quite a bit built here. We got the Golden Girls complete, and we got all the grass put down for all the land that I currently have. And there's still quite a bit to do on this path, so the stream isn't quite done yet. So again, if you do want to get on the billboard of sponsors, a super chat of any amount will actually get you on there. and then you can be forever immortalized here at the zoo. Whenever the world download comes out, you'll be able to have your name on there. Alright, so I'm thinking something kind of like that for the path leading this way. Maybe bring that up a little bit there too. Bam, like that, yep. Alright, so that means that this then... There is an emu butt right there. That's an emu butt. Everyone gawk and stare at the emu butt. There's another emu butt right there. Alright, trying to get that cliff edge kind of defined there as far as where the path ends, because once I fill in all of this other stuff with stone, I'm not going to really know that. Building like a beast. So I know a lot of people, like if they're doing a build of some kind, they focus a lot on the details and stuff, and that's a different scenario when you're building like a small, not small, but just a regular size build. You know, when you're doing a mega build like this, you got to think of like large scale. You know, so like that's the reason why I'm not focusing on like mixing in other types of stone with this stone. You know, like, do I want to make sure it has andesite patches and stuff like? Nah, I don't really care about that right now. I'm just getting the stone put down. Because I'm dealing on a large scale build right here. I'm building this whole island is my build, so it's not the same. I don't actually really like how that looks right there. That bulge on the side of there. I mean, it basically could indicate that there's pressure, and it's not like a volcano wouldn't have something like that on there if there's extra stuff in that area, you know. But it does look kind of weird. I wouldn't mind it looking a little bit more like this on this side. But that's going to take some a heavy amount of rework to actually get that fixed, so I'll have to worry about that later. Future GReimer issues, screw that guy. Actually, this whole thing can probably be brought out another block this way for a ways. My God, the zoo is actually going to get finished. To the 3 of you out there still watching, the zoo is actually going to get finished. That is one thing I gotta say is, like, analytics-wise, the ZAWA series has completely fell off. It has definitely everything to do with the fact that this series has gone on for years. This one season has gone on for years. So it's definitely that. Like, I'm not blaming anything other than me, you know, on that one. But if I were a guy who was focused on just the analytics, like just making the YouTube channel successful, whatever, you know, I would not have continued this at all. But what you are looking at right now, you, the two people out there watching, one person left, the 2 people out there watching, what you are watching is a passion project, okay? You're watching a passion project is what you're seeing. It's something that you don't see very often because you see things that are all curated, like Mr. Beast stuff or whatever like that. You know, it's all planned and there's producers and all this stuff. This is just a guy This is me right here. This is me just building something that I'm passionate about. Bam. You don't see it very often. Isn't that right, Dorothy? Who's the other one you got with you right there? Rose, yes. Yeah, it's a passion project that I'm hell-bent on finishing this thing. So I am putting this here right now, but I mean, I'm only going to do that layer because odds are I'm going to be tearing some of this down to make room for the viewing areas for the exhibits around here. But for right now, just so I can get this outline for the path put in here, I'm going to do this. Yeah, passion project, people. That's what this is. Alright, there we go. Now let's finish this path actually. Put the detailing on it, what you see over here. Like, we're going to do this kind of design now on this path all the way around here. And then we'll do this part right here as well. Did I ever finish this? I didn't finish this one up here either. I stopped right here for some reason. Okay, finish this slope here. And basically, we're going to finish all of the paths that are here. So, I believe it goes into the entrance of this cave. So, we got like this backwards Q looking shape thing that we got to do. Alright, so let's get some blocks ready for that. I'm going to end up having a surplus of stone because I'm going to be removing stone, so I can probably put that all back in here for right now. Surplus of stone, what do you think? A decent band name? It's not a bad one. It's nowhere near as good as Effectively Friday or Apocalyptic Neighborhood or Mauled by Minotaur, but it's pretty good. Or Thundercock. That's also a really good one. It's also a really good one. Alright, so how much coarse dirt do I have? Not quite a stack. That's not great. Okay, I'm going to have to make a run back home. I'm also going to need gravel, which I have a stack here, which is good. Here's a little bit more, which is also good. That might be enough, maybe. Maybe not, though. There's some dirt here that I got, which I can turn into coarse dirt if I want to, but I'm going to need more gravel for that then. And do I have any, like, in these backpacks? I have gravel. Good. I'm going to need some cobble, so I'll take that. That might actually be enough for what I need for the entire thing. I put cobble sporadically throughout the whole thing, so it's not just a cobble pathway then. Alright, and there's some more cobble here. I'll get a full stack in my inventory at least. Gravel or anything in here that there's some gravel right there. Okay, so I do need to run back home, though, to get more dirt to make more coarse dirt, because coarse dirt is a big one, as well as grass. I need grass, too, because we're going to put path blocks in the path here. And for that, you got to put down grass and then smack it with a shovel. Alright, let's get back past all of the palm trees. Every block, people, every block you're seeing here, I had to place. Years and years and years of building. Years of building. I'm finishing the zoo, though. I am finishing the zoo. Don't you worry, though, people who are fans of ZAWA, this series is not done until the zoo is finished. Of that, you have my solemn commitment. It's got like 4 stacks. Alright, we need gravel right here. There we go. Let's grab like 2 stacks of this, and then we're going to grab 2 stacks of dirt. Then we're going to make some coarse dirt out of that. That's not quite a stack. Alright, we're going to make some coarse dirt out of this. There you go. Bam. That should be plenty of coarse dirt. I'm going to top off of that gravel stack that I have in my inventory. There we go. I think that's all. I think that's all I need for the paths. So yeah, we are going to finish the zoo, people. I don't think we're going to finish it in this stream, obviously. We still got some exhibits to do. But again, if you're just tuning in, this is my zoo. These 2 islands, the volcanoes and everything. And so this is the last part that we have to finish over here. And for this stream, I am committing to at least finishing the path. Because we got done with putting down a whole lot of stuff. A whole lot of grass and stuff down over here. Going up and over the volcano. Dive bomb down the other side. So yeah, this path going around the rhino exhibit right here. The Golden Girls, as I'm calling them. Yep. Oh, it is nighttime. I can sleep. Move the chicken out of the way and take a little snooze here next to the rhinos. Passion project. That's what we're talking about here. Hello to everybody who joined in. I see a couple of people joined in. We're going to keep on building. We'll start over here by the snow leopards exhibit. There's a snow leopard butt right there. Where's the other ones? They're over there. They're there. There's one right there, and there should be one more in here too. Right there. Snow leopards. Beautiful creatures. Alright, so let's start back in here. Looks like I did the pathing here fine, but I stopped right here. So we'll add a little bit to this here, break this up. Alright, and then put in some coarse dirt. And then we'll keep this train rolling here. Break this up here. Alright, there's no real rhyme or reason for this. Or GReimer reason. For this, we're just going to be breaking this up here randomly. Give it some texture and detail. Okay, and then let's switch it up and we'll put the path blocks in then. Mat those things down. Like that, sweet, and then we can drop the gravel in there. Might have to add a couple more spots for some gravel. Didn't mean to do that. Happy accident. We're going to keep it. Bob Ross that up right there. There, alright. It's starting to look kind of like a path. Now, I still have to put the pebbles and stuff on there, but it is starting to look like a path. Alright, let's keep poking some holes in the ground here and keep adding more and more details to this. Alright, let's start with that. Go back here and start putting down some coarse dirt. Make this look fancy. Coarse dirt, the fanciest of blocks. Alright, then let's start adding the path blocks in here. Mat them down. Gravel. I'll have to come back through and put the cobblestone in too. Oh, right there. All right, good, good, good. Now we got to keep doing this though, all the way around here and on this little slope right here. I think that's probably going to be a good time to wrap it up then once I get all that finished. Again, so if you are watching and you do love the grind that I go through, make sure you hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, consider that. I mean, this is a huge, huge, huge project, and there's a lot to go on it still. But I'd say it's probably sitting around like 85 to 90% finished. The zoo is. It's getting really close, you guys. I want you to wrap your head around that. Okay, now ZAWA has been a staple on my channel for 5 years or something like that. Like, I've been building zoos for like 5 years in Minecraft. It's kind of ridiculous. But the latest vote, the person who has the top super chat right now is actually voting to do Jurassic Craft. Okay, so that means ZAWA will officially be coming to an end for the time being on the channel. I can say for the time being because I have an idea, and I actually really like this mod, so I want to keep going on it. But I have an idea for going into the future, but it definitely involves ZAWA. So if you guys subscribed, if you tuned in for ZAWA stuff and whatever, stick around because the show is not completely over after the season. It's just going to change up a little bit, but then I have an idea that I really want to bring to life, but it's going to be dependent upon some other people, and yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. But if I can bring it to life, I definitely will. And I think you guys will really get a kick out of it. I can start picking up some of the stone now. Yeah, good old ZAWA. It's kind of funny. I actually got into the whole ZAWA mod because I saw VintageBeef playing it. And I thought, yeah, that would be kind of fun. But I never actually intended on starting up playing this mod. I thought, yeah, that'd be kind of fun. I guess that'd be kind of a cool thing to play if I had some time, whatever. But then he started a Patreon ZAWA server, actually. Way back in the day. That was season 1. And so season 1 was on Beef's Patreon ZAWA server. And that's the whole reason why I got into playing it. So if you want to blame anyone for all these years and years and all this hours and hours I've spent building, blame Beef. It's his fault. 100% his fault. So, yeah, if it weren't for him doing that, then I would not have been making this series. So there's a fun little history fact for you guys. Now I just realized something. These guys right here, the ones that are on the edge there, I gotta get stone behind them there, otherwise it's not going to look right. Which I can do. It's annoying because once I mat them down, they're going to be like a 16th of a block lower, and you're going to see that stone right there. Oh, I need to eat some chicken. I am hungry. See, I have 4 rhinos, but I'm seeing 6 dots inside the exhibit, which means there's some spiders in there. We got some spiders in that there exhibit. One of them was over here. At least I think. Shows up right in front of me. Oh, it's right there. It's camouflaged in. Yeah, see, we got spiders in that there exhibit. Look at that guy. Creepy. Camouflage works. Mother Nature at its finest. Here's another one I gotta fix. See, is it nighttime yet? No, we're just in the shadow of the volcano right now. Shadow of the Volcano. That's another sweet band name. Holy cow. Somebody should be writing these things down or something. Alright, let's add some gravel into this then. How many spots for gravel? I'm going to have to kind of create some more. Yeah, Shadow of the Volcano. That's a really good one. B-Hose-B? You should try Let's Build a Zoo. Now that's a great game. Is that a game? I didn't even hear about that one. I thought that was just my series. Let's Build a Zoo. Let's Build a Zoo. Here, one second. Let me look. Is that on Steam or anything like that? Let's build a zoo. It's a thing. Interesting. Oh, look at that. It's like it's almost like a Stardew Valley kind of feel to it, like as far as the overview shot, kind of that kind of style of graphics. I will probably look into that. Yeah, it's on Steam. Nice. Thank you for the recommendation. Actually, that's awesome. Yeah, let's build a zoo. That's cool. All right, yeah, I'll look into that probably after the stream. But yeah, interesting stuff. I am definitely not one of those people that's picky on graphics. I mean, I'm playing Minecraft for crying out loud. I like playing Terraria, so. I am more interested in a fun game rather than a just good-looking game. Now let's get putting down some more of these path blocks here. It is interesting. Okay, that's good enough. Interesting is good enough for me. Now, I was just saying earlier on the stream that I was trying to bring some new games to the channel because I've been playing Planet Crafter and ZAWA for years, you know. But and although I'm still having a blast with them, especially Planet Crafter, I'm having an absolute blast with that one. Yeah, I wouldn't mind switching it up a little bit and kind of bringing some new stuff to the channel. So yeah, I'm always looking for new recommendations and stuff. Last weekend I played Wildmender on the channel, and that was actually a lot of fun. I did a stream on that. That game was actually way more fun than I thought it was going to be. So, not bashing on Wildmender or nothing, but it was just how it surprised me. So, definitely surprised me. Terraria is the best game ever made, in my personal opinion. I would side with you on that one. I'd say that it's at least one of the best games ever made, if not the best. It's up there with Minecraft for me, like as far as type of game, you know, as far as like the amount of hours I can sink into it. You know, Minecraft I've sank countless hours into. Terraria I've sank. I think Terraria is my second most played game behind 7 Days to Die, and that's probably going to get caught up because I finally stopped playing 7 Days to Die. I couldn't take the constant development that they're doing on that thing. The game's released, but they keep developing it, so it's not released, that means, but they're charging double. I really don't like the Fun Pimps for what they're doing with that game. But the so I stopped playing 7 Days to Die altogether. Uninstalled it, so don't worry, Terraria will catch up with that then. So and when I mean the most played game, I think I've sunk like 2,600 hours into it, and that's not counting the year I was deployed in Kuwait, where it didn't count my time played. We had a lot of downtime over there. We had a router while we were in the barracks when we were deployed, and one of the games that a lot of people in the unit were playing was Terraria, because we would you could set it up on a LAN, so people were playing that multiplayer over there, even though we weren't connected to the internet. So yeah, I love Minecraft. I struggle to build what I picture in my head, and it frustrates me. I totally understand what you mean. That's the struggle every day with me on this thing. Same thing with Terraria though. Like building in Terraria, it takes a way higher skill level than Minecraft, I think, and it's because you're building in 2D, but people can build things that look 3D. It's kind of insane. But it's really good. Like I'm okay at building in Terraria. I've got multiple seasons on it on the channel actually, including the Sky Terra map I did also. So I'm okay at building. I've got some builds on there too that are rather decent. I kind of liked it better before they added the whole happiness into the game with the NPCs, because I used to build things based on whatever I wanted. Now I build in biomes specifically just to make the NPCs happy. And like before, the wizard, for example, in season 1 of Terraria that I made, the wizard I put on top of a frozen tower, on top of like a frozen island up in space. There'd be no reason to do that now. I'm dying. I just choked myself a little bit there. There'd be no reason to do that now. So, because the wizard, he likes living in the hallowed, right? So you just go put him in the hallowed, and it completely gets rid of any creative kind of idea there. You could, I guess, still put him up there, but it's to a detriment to you. Like it actually harms you doing that, because it's more beneficial to have him in a place where he can sell you stuff cheaper. So. I still can't build too well. It all takes practice. Just keep in mind, everybody who ever played Minecraft, for example, we all lived in dirt boxes when we first started. Every single player who ever played Minecraft either dug a hole in the ground and lived in that, or built a dirt box or a cobble box or something. The way I've described it is that when it comes to building, especially in Minecraft, for example, when it comes to building, people will build something and then imagine it's something else. So they'll build a cobble box and they'll call it a castle, when in reality it's just a cobble box. So the trick is building something that when people look at it, they know exactly what it is. So that it's not like when you look at the map here that we got here, it's like, can you tell that there's a volcano here? How can you tell? Well, there's the caldera. It's actually a little too circular, actually, but you can also see the lava flows that have come off of this thing over the years and stuff, Same thing with this one. This is an old volcano here, so it's mostly overgrown, but you can still see the remnants of lava flows that came off of this thing. It's little things like that. Here's a boat that's parked. It's not even at a 90 degree, but there's a full sail galleon right there with the sails are rolled up, right there parked at the docks. Building in this is I always strive to build something that people, when they see it, they know exactly what it is, rather than me going, look at my cobble box, this is my castle. So I shouldn't have to tell people what it is they're looking at. And if I can pull that off, then I consider it a success. Check this out. Living on the wild side. Cobble. Alright, so that path is connected. Not super detailed here. There's actually room for probably more stuff to be sprinkled in here. But yeah, practice makes perfect when it comes to building. And then, of course, then there's also the, mimicking other people's builds, getting used to what works and what you like and stuff, I've sunk thousand plus hours into Terraria since I got my PC 3 years ago. Spent at least 2,000 accounts. Hey, shout out to you, actually, because, I started off playing Terraria on console as well. Yep, I started off on there on the Xbox 360 back in the day, and I think the Xbox One later. And then, yeah, I kept playing it and I just enjoyed it a whole lot. And then when I got on PC, I actually started using a controller while I was on the PC because I was used to that. But eventually I did make the leap to using just a mouse and keyboard while playing it because I did master mode. And that is a whole nother monster. Yeah, that's for masochists, that's for sure. Master mode is no joke in Terraria. People are like, but Dark Souls is hard. Yeah, you haven't played Master Mode Terraria. Sorry, on PS3. Nice. Got too many blocks. I would be really upset about losing any of this stone, but I'm not. I've got so much stone. Well, you guys just saw. If you were watching earlier in the stream, I went and looked at my deep storage area. I've got plenty of stone. Dozens of double chests of stone. I am in no short supply, that's for sure. See, the nighttime. Oh, it is nighttime now. I can sleep. Let me finish this quick. Sleep before things spawn. Creepers be creeping. I see some enemies over here. Those are probably pillagers, though. Let's go take a peek. Although, those over there might not be. Where are these guys? Oh yeah, creepers be creeping. Look at this guy. Thanks for the gunpowder. There's another one right there. Alright, it's a shovel. Oh, that one blew up in my face. Dang it. I was trying to get him before he blew up. I think he blew up the other gunpowder too. Dang it. Total failure. The only bright side of this whole thing is that I didn't have any I didn't lose any blocks up there that were important, so. But I do gotta light this up, that means. Oh yeah, there's a shipwreck down here. This is underneath my zoo. Since I built the whole extension over here, block by block, this is all this is all that's underneath the zoo. And thanks to the backpack I'm wearing, I get night vision while I'm in water, so. It's a horror zoo game, exactly. Oh, yeah, no, I played Zoocosis during the Week of Horror. Every year during Halloween, I do a week-long Week of Horror, where throughout the entire week I drop a ton of videos during that, and they're all horror games. And yeah, I did play Zoocosis during that, I think it was last year. It was pretty creepy, not gonna lie. Especially the part where, to get the meat for the zoo, they grind up people while they're still alive. It's like, what the heck? And what's really twisted and messed up is, like, you send a bundle of that meat home because, like, meat apparently is scarce then or something. Yeah, these are pillagers here. Huh. You send a bundle of that meat home for your wife and kid to eat and stuff, and then you find out afterwards what it is, and you're like trying desperately to get a hold of them. They're really messed up. Tis a messed up one. And then, yeah, of course, the parasite thing or whatever, the thing that's infecting the animals can turn them into horrible, horrific monsters. So yeah, that's the other thing too. So yeah, quite an interesting game. Huh. Here. I don't want them to shoot any of the Takans in there, though, so. But I also need to work over here. Yeah, Zucosis is an interesting one. Creepy, very creepy. Alright, I think that's good enough for this path going up here. Hopefully nobody walks off into the untextured antelopes. At least the males are untextured. Oh, there's still a part of the sand and stuff over there that I gotta fix up. How much do I got? Maybe I'll go over there and do that real quick. Oh, there's still this whole area I gotta do. Okay, never mind. This is a future GReimer issue. Let me finish this path. Do I have problems with ZAWA where mobs despawn even if they are name tagged? Because I remember last time I played it ended up with empty enclosures. I do have a problem with the mobs despawning, but not with ZAWA mobs anymore. No, they don't seem to be despawning if there's ZAWA mobs. I've been having a problem with Better Animals Plus mobs despawning, which sucks. But because a lot of the enclosures I built was for them, so. But so far I don't recall any ZAWA mobs actually despawning. In ZAWA Rebuilt, I did have problems with some animals despawning there. So, but since they made it ZAWA Evolved, not so much. I may need to make my own zoo again. Well, yeah, you're more. In fact, hey, I got a mod pack to recommend for you. Now this right here is the ZAWA Together mod pack. It is on Curse Forge. It is one that I whipped up myself. So with the help of Bayfish, because Bayfish is the man. He's the guy who's hosting the server and stuff too. So but yeah, Bayfish was the one who whipped this all together. Now, this is unfortunately not the latest. I'm putting way too much gravel in here. Latest version of ZAWA, because this has Oh the Biomes You'll Go in it, and Oh the Biomes You'll Go stopped development at a certain point, and now it's called Oh the Biomes We've Gone. And so, as a result, we're kind of stuck in this version right now until the season is over, because we can't update the other ones because they're not compatible with the current Oh the Biomes You'll Go thing. So, but that's going to change hopefully coming up here in the future. Because although ZAWA Together will probably be forever stuck in this version, the ZAWA mod pack I'm hoping to come up with a future one that will be a little better. It's a plan anyway. It's a dream. But this server is actually available. This is a multiplayer server. This is my Patreon server, though. So, but it's totally available for people to come play on. We've got several people building zoos all over the place. This is my neighbor here, Corey. He hasn't been on in a while. A lot of people have taken big breaks, though. This is my graveyard, actually, up here. So that's actually part of my zoo. That small island up there. Got Wither Rose is up there. We got Happy Tiger down here. Sakana is right over here. We got the Spawn Town and the shopping district. So yeah, it is a multiplayer server. There's people that play on here every once in a while. There was actually about 4 or 5 people on earlier when I was streaming. So, but they all had to go. Apparently, it's Easter weekend and people have things to do. I'm thinking that's probably pretty good for the path. I think that's the whole path completed too, like all the way around. Where am I? Find me. Oh yeah, that's the whole path all the way around. Now, I do have to add the cobblestone in places because I kind of was slacking on that. I think I got a couple of pieces in here or there, but we're going to go through and just kind of dot some cobblestone in here in a variety of places. Because this is not one of the more prevalent blocks in the path. It's just occasionally there is a cobblestone piece here or there. Joining the next pack when it comes out around then. With that, there's a different plan for when that pack comes out. There's a different plan when that one comes out. That won't be really available to people to join if it goes right. But the pack will be out for people to download. But you can also start with this pack, remove all the biomes you'll go, and then play it like that on your own too. That's another option. And you can update ZAWA then. Yeah, when the next pack I come up with, if the idea goes as planned, it won't be available for everyone to join, unfortunately. But it will definitely be something I think you guys will really get a kick out of, regardless. But again, I don't want to commit or even talk really too much about it because it's not entirely up to me really. It's kind of dependent heavily on other people, and so I can't really. It's just an idea, people. It's just an idea I have. But then again, you can also there's also the Omega server. That one's running the latest version of ZAWA, also, I believe, since they're the guys that make the mod pack or the mod are over there. The Omega server. I think I have a link in the description actually to the Omega server for people, because this is a Patreon server, sure. But if people don't want to pay, because it's Patreon, I totally get it. If you still want to play though, because I mean I've been there, done that. If you still want to play though on a multiplayer server, the Omega server is free to play. So there's that as an option. That's the home of VintageBeef. That's looking pretty good. It's getting nighttime though, so creepers be creeping, as we've just recently found out. This server though is still going to be up and running for a little while. Even after I finish the zoo, I'm going to keep the ZAWA Together server up and running for, I said roughly about a year, so that we can people can finish their zoos. And I would like to do a zoo tour actually near the end of this if I can. I really hope people finish their zoos, though, is the thing, though. Like, it's been running for 3 years. Jeepers, people. I know I haven't finished my zoo, so I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat. But look at my zoo, for crying out loud. Like, again, custom terrain on all this. This is a massive build. It doesn't even load in all the way. It's fast render distance. So, yeah, that's my excuse. So, but when you look around, there are some zoos dotted around down here. Here's Orskull's zoo down here, and this is one I think he is completed-ish, meaning sometimes he just keeps adding exhibits just for funsies. But for the most part, this is completed. Don't carry food when you're walking around his zoo, by the way, because underneath all this water here, in between what biome is this? The Dead Sea region. There's eels in the water, and they come and attack you if you're holding food. I joined the Omega server a couple of days ago, but there doesn't seem to be many people playing it currently. Yeah, ZAWA itself has kind of died down, which, again, is another reason why I really hope my idea works out, because I think it'll revitalize it a little bit. I think this was Klein's place, but he hasn't been on it forever. He and his wife built that sweet, like, Japanese restaurant in the shopping district, though. If we go way out here, we'll eventually get to Cinnamon Zoo. Right here, actually, and his was coming along great. He had a YouTube series on it. I'd like to plug it, but he discontinued it, and it's on a channel that he revamped his channel on another. He started a new channel basically, so it's kind of like a dead channel there completely. His new one, he does have a ZAWA series going as well, but he's only made one episode so far. This is the Holiday District right here. This is my my Uncle Scrooge build, and Maddie's one of Maddie's hide and seek builds is right there too. And her Halloween hide and seek build is right here. So that big mansion, 3-story mansion right there. A lot of hiding spots in it. Here's a zoo coming along right here, but it doesn't look like someone finished it. They start plotting out. This right here, this is Tinnikin's zoo. Now, Tinnikin, unfortunately, also stopped playing on the server because she went to go join the Omega server and play on there, but I don't know how much she's doing on that either. But this zoo is phenomenal. It's very detailed in this little pack right here, a little bit right here. All custom terrain. It looks incredible. I really wish you'd come back and finish it, too, because it looks so good. This right here, this is probably the most heartbreaking story for me. This is Mega Grand Zoo, and it looks incredible when we get there. And you can see she has a lot of stuff plotted out, and she had big plans for this. But then I am kind of the problem for this. I am the reason. I admit I was the one that pushed Mega Grand away. I did some horrible, terrible, bad things. I introduced her to the game Vintage Story. Because it was a fun game. And she absolutely fell in love with that game. Absolutely loves it. And so for the last year or more, that's the only video content that she's been putting out is Vintage Story content. So she hasn't touched the zoo for about a year. And she, I mean, the place looks great, but I really wish she would have finished it. She had a full, I think she had like 50 some episodes on this actually. So she was doing great. Go check her out actually if you want to see some more ZAWA content from here too. But unfortunately she's not going to finish that one because she literally messaged saying she was cutting ties with all the Minecraft servers. She's just going to play Vintage Story. So she's donezo, unfortunately. But yeah, so we've had some great crazy builds. It looks like I traveled out here a while ago. Oh, here's a White Sand Island. Okay, yeah, I remember one of the people I was playing. I think it was Wither Rose was playing, and I found a White Sand Island and let me know about it. So I went out there to get it on the map because here's a White Sand Island, but this was Happy Tiger, so I wasn't going to steal any white sand from it. And so because of that, I'm using the regular sand for this right here. And honestly, I'm kind of growing accustomed to it. I like it. So yeah, there's zoos dotted all over the place out here. I think there's one over here too someplace. A little something going in here. This one right here looks pretty well developed actually. I'll have to go check that one. I think I have checked that one out on stream before. So yeah, they're dotted all over the place, the zoos out here. But the problem is, none of them are complete, except for maybe ore skulls. So I mean, I'd gladly show off ore skulls. I'm not going to diss his because his is actually great. But that won't make for, like if I'm trying to do a compilation of a whole bunch of people's zoos, that's not going to be great just to show one person's and that's it, you know. So, a lot of people started, didn't quite finish their zoos, and there's a spider there. And as a result, I don't really have any finished. Well, there's some massive leg spikes right here. Jeepers! I'm trying to like turn and place blocks and stuff like that, but that was nuts. Place some pebbles down on the ground here. But yeah, because people don't quite have their zoos finished, or even are active anymore. Like I can't exactly just go showcase off their zoos if they're not here playing, you know. So. Message to everybody out there who's been playing on the server: if you're not active on here, the zoo is coming to an end. My zoo is finally coming to an end. It would be probably a good idea to get back here and finish your builds. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But you know, we'll see. I'm on here usually at least once a week. Obviously, family life and stuff gets in the way. So as far as like whether or not the server's active, we had 4 people on today while I was streaming, so they're still around. But yeah, there's another spider. So yeah, there's still people on here playing, but it's not like a super active server. I think that the interest in ZAWA itself is kind of diminishing. Which is kind of sad. It's kind of a sad. It's like an end of an era. But it is what it is, you know. Tis what it is. I also tend to not finish shoes. It's now a running joke with my friends that whenever I go to build a zoo, they start placing bets on how quickly it takes for me to stop building. Well, here's how you fix that. All right, here's how you fix that. You lower your goal for the final zoo. So take for example, when I built when we did the 3K special, I opened up a public server for ZAWA Rebuilt to people who play, and I had it open for a week. So I had 1 week the server was going to be open, and that was it. So I built a zoo that had like 4 or 5 enclosures, and that was it, because I knew that it wasn't going to be open for very long. You know. Now that whole thing is actually on the channel too. I did a live stream thing for a 3K special, so it's under my live events. But yeah, I only built a handful of enclosures, and I let somebody else build one of the enclosures in my zoo too, because we were all kind of playing together. And so I finished that zoo, even though it was only a week long. And so if you know that you have a hard time finishing the zoo, then lower your lower your standard for like how big the zoo is going to be, and come up with a smaller scale project, and then finish one, and then you'll feel better about it. Like for example, this right here is a massive zoo. It's ridiculous. It's got hundreds of animals in it, and this is something that has taken me years to build. And I'm not even done with it yet. If you can see the foliage along the volcano here, it stops. It's only about halfway done. I got to do this entire eastern side, as well as all of this raw grass that you see here. There's no plants or anything on it. I got to finish all that, because right here, this part of the zoo that's not finished right there. The finished parts are over on the other side of the volcano. So this all needs to get done. This needs to get done here. But you look, this part is the part that, let's get up in the air. This is the part that's finished. Alright, this is what it's supposed to look like. And then over here, this part is for the most part finished too. Yeah, this is what the island's supposed to look like. So, but it takes years to do. And the only reason why I take on projects like this is because I know that I actually do finish them. Now, not many people stick with me through the entire series. In fact, usually by the end of the series, I'm getting my worst viewership ever. But I don't really care, because this is a passion project. Straight up passion project. It has nothing to do with just getting views on YouTube type thing. So not finished over there. You can see a lot of the grass is just poking out and there's nothing there. Some of this stuff over here has trees, but I don't have the foliage put down in between the trees yet. So like right down there I do, but that's above the mouse deer exhibit, and that was I finished that in the episode actually. But over next to it here, you can see there's no foliage on the ground. There's just trees. So foliage, grass, there's leaves and bushes and stuff on the ground. Over here there's nothing. So that needs to get finished. This is the caldera, which I get a kick out of because you can actually see the cracks in the caldera here. The molten cracks. It's about ready to pop. But then down here you can see all this. This is all finished stuff. So yeah, my advice is if you have a hard time finishing building a zoo, build a smaller zoo. Don't try to build something insane if you can't actually finish it. So. The last zoo I built had 200 plus animals in it, and that was season 2, and season 1 had about the same amount actually. So I'm used to building really big projects. But as you may have noticed, this path is now finished. That's actually what I was set out to do in today's stream, was finish that path. So I think that means that this basically wraps things up. Big old thank you to everybody who tuned in today. There's still more to do on this place, obviously. Now that we have that path around the rhino exhibit, there's a good chance that I will be able to do an episode for next week for either putting the lions in or something. I want to do the lions on episode 100. It's episode 100 of ZAWA next week. Can you guys believe that? That's kind of nuts. Absolutely bonkers. Ooh, a little rubber band there. Oh yeah, this is the ship, by the way. This is the one that's not built on an 90 degrees, so it's a little wonky, but this is the galleon. This is actually how you get to the zoo right here. Is once you come through another tunnel that leads you here, you get off on the boat. And so then once you're off on the boat, you can climb down and get to the dock. And then voila, here it is. It says right here on the big sign, the Lost Isles Zoo. Or Lost Isles, it says. And yeah, there's... as soon as you walk here, here's the billboard of sponsors. I'd like to give one final big shout out to all these folks out here. Big thank you to Peter, Todd, Tinnikin, Inkle, Captain Craig, Kithron, Diamonds in the Rough, Finny, Corey, Nickel Plays, Emperor Ditto, Cinnamon, our favorite spice on the server, Big Ol' Baloo, HT Plays, Mika Hunter, Mr. Bubbles McGee, Ace Yotter, and Black Rose. Black Rose, of course, is the biggest super chat right now. Whoever wins this at the end of the season, whoever is in the top spot on the end of the season when I'm doing my final live stream, they get to decide whether we do ZAWA Season 4 or whether we do Jurassic Craft Season 1 or some version of Jurassic Craft, like dinosaurs. We're going to do dinosaur stuff. Currently, Black Rose is pushing for dinosaur stuff. Dinosaurs in space, I believe, or dinosaurs in Skyblock is what she's pushing for. So, but alright, you guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for donating your eyeballs and ear holes to this live stream of ZAWA. I'll be back next week, most likely with episode 100, so be prepared for that. There's a little lone grass block right there. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye-bye!